All right. We are live. Let me just verify our status over on YouTube real quick. There we go. We are live. So let's get this party started. Let me do a little intro here for the people that are watching this later. All right. What's up, 4K King? What's happening? What's happening, Danny? Hey, man. Good to see you. I just want to get on here and talk about the sales that are going on. Yeah. All right. So if you guys want to see my screen, you can go to my YouTube channel and look there. I'm following chats over in YouTube also, but I'll have a screen up so you can look at the sales that I've got pulled up for us to talk about because there's actually a lot of sales happening today. So let me just get into my correct screen here and we're going to go. I just thought there's too many sales to do videos on. So let's just do this. What's up, Poppy? How are you doing? We're going to talk about sales today. Let's see. Four King says, I'm waiting to finish authorizing, so just sitting around, waiting for a DVD to finish authorizing. Oh, so you must be burning some discs. Is that of your film project, your documentary? That's cool. That's what it is. Yeah, that's it's tedious. Yes, it's tedious. So let's see. All right. So I think what I'm going to talk about first is what's happening over on Vinegar Syndrome, because this is actually big news, even for people who don't care about Vinegar Syndrome. They actually have something good happening for people today. You guys been following this? And I feel like I can't do anything now, and I'm going to say this on YouTube and over on TikTok as well, talking about my TikTok family. I love to merge my TikTok and YouTube families as much as I can, but there's a lot of things happening in our world that are challenging to TikTok. There's an attempted ban by our government. Now everyone's freaking out about it, but there's a whole lot more that has to happen before they can actually do anything, you guys. So I need you to chill just a little bit. Basically a law has to be put in place before they can actually do it. So let's not freak out yet, but let's stay vigilant. Okay, 4K King says you don't own any VS. You're not in the VS club, I guess. Well, now might be the time. Now might be the time, sir, because they're actually putting some things out that I think are both in their wheelhouse, but still can appeal to a wider audience. And I think that's really cool. So this might be the time. Now might be the time to join the Vinegar Syndrome Club. I'm just stalling a little bit until more people pop in. I'm watching both YouTube and TikTok. What's up? What is that? Food Safety YRD? All right, what's up? Welcome. If you look, you can still find new movies on VHS. Yeah, you can still find new movies on VHS. We were just talking about documentary. You can find the documentary for The Last Blockbuster is actually on VHS. New. So, and I think that's actually a fun movie to have on VHS. I unfortunately don't have any way to play VHS tapes. You went Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but couldn't pay the 40 for the movie. It was too much. Okay, so I get that. It is a lot, but the packaging is stellar. It's not only is it a wonderful transfer, and it's demo quality in its transfer and extras, but that packaging is incredible. Now, what you can do is get the standard release and save yourself, I don't know, what, a 6 or 7, $8, I think. I believe the standard edition TCM2 might be in the 27, 28 range. I mean, I don't think that Vinegar Syndrome is that much more expensive than Scream Factory, to be honest. You have yet to buy any 4K. Well, now is the time. Now is the time. I'm a big advocate for 4K. I think anything that's shot on film is going to benefit from 4K. It is going to look better in 4K. Oh, okay. So someone's making a Best Buy run over in the YouTube channel. Okay, so the big news with Vinegar Syndrome though is they are having their this is a flash sale this weekend for pre-sales. It's a little confusing what's happening, but basically you can do their Black Friday sale movies early. So you won't get them, they're pre-sales, but you get them at a substantial discount. And what happens is those halfway to Black Friday movies that are available in May, people who bought the flash sale who buy this weekend not only get them at a discount, but they also get their shipped first, which is a big deal with Vinegar Syndrome because their shipping can take a while sometimes. So if you're going to get those movies, it is worth it to do it now this weekend. What's up, Leo? Texas Chainsaw 4K is on sale right now on Amazon. Is that the limited edition or is that the standard edition? I mean, the standard edition is great. It's the same discs. It's just not as packaged as nice, but hey, it's fine. Yes, I go live, Joe. I sure do. Once in a while. Once in a while. What's everybody? What's up, everybody? What's up, Shelby? Thanks for joining. You guys take a second, hit the like button for me. Tap it a few times. Let's get the likes up there and see if we can get our viewers up a little. And we're going to talk about this Vinegar Syndrome. So yeah, anything that you get now from their this flash sale weekend is a pre-order. You get it at a discount and you get it shipped right away. You should have it by mid-June because the sale, the halfway to Black Friday sale, I think. Well, I don't know. I think you'll have it sooner than that, to be honest. Yeah, I think you'll have it sooner than that. What's up, Tom? Good to see you. It's the new one from Dark Sky. Oh, it's the Dark Sky one. So I have that one, the Steelbook. This one. And I have we were actually talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 from Vinegar Syndrome, but I can't wait because I ordered the second sight release of this movie, and we're going to do a side-by-side on them because I have heard that the second sight release is a better transfer. The HDR is better implemented. We're going to see. It wouldn't surprise me, no assault on Dark Sky, but this is their very first 4K, where Second Sight has been doing this for a while. So I feel like their treatment might be better, but we're going to see because I pre-ordered that one. It's coming to me from Diabolic DVD. So it releases April 10th in the UK. Then it's got to ship from there to Diabolic, and then Diabolic's going to ship them out. So I would expect not to see that until the end of April. But the minute that comes in, I'm going to do a side-by-side. You have that one already. Yeah, that's TCM, the first one. The one we're talking about, Vinegar Syndrome, is the second one. So very different movies. I do love them though. What's up, Silver Bullet, man? Good to see you. Let's see. What are you saying? Any of those films in that bunch worth it? Yeah. Okay. So he's asking me if any of the films in the new Vinegar Syndrome flash sale are worth it. And I'm going to say I'm interested in a couple of them in this new bundle. Now, what they have put out as part of the flash pre-sale, and this is a real chance that you take, is you can get two of them are secret. They haven't said what the movies are yet, and they're not going to say until the actual flash sale happens. I will not do that because I don't trust Vinegar Syndrome. One of them is called, the hint that they give you is that it's a regional horror, which to me sounds like a shot on video, which would be something more in line with my friend, the real Mr. Meat Hook, not me. I don't do those usually. Thanks, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the gift. What's up, Abe? So to Silver Bullet's question, any of these worth it? Yes, I think they're, let's see, let me pull the screen up here so I can talk about them with you. Got so many screens open right now, you guys. So the big one is this one. It is the Showgirls, a new release of Showgirls in 4K. And I know you guys on TikTok can't see the screen, but the artwork is stunning. It is a 4K, beautiful slipcover. It's all neon and very Vegas from the era. It's got a silhouette of a dancer and then, a giant bottle of champagne and the iconic palm trees from the movie. It's very Vegas looking. It's a gorgeous package. Right now for pre-sale, it is $39.99, which I know Blu-ray King, it's high, but it's a very nice package. It's a very nice slipcover. And this 4K is going to be, I think the 4K is going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. That's the showpiece right now. Where else am I streaming? I'm also streaming on YouTube. Just look up OTS Movies if you want to see that. On YouTube, you can actually see the screen that I'm looking at. That's the only difference. What's up, AJ? So I'll just tell you real quick, kind of. All right. Nice to hear your thoughts. Yes. This is but this is not the only one. This is honestly, this is not the only one that I think is worth it from their list. So just a little bit about this movie. If you don't know this movie, it is a Paul Verhoeven movie. It is the guy who directed Total Recall, the original, and RoboCop. He also does some more sleazy types of movies, and this one is definitely that. Not the Jess Franco type of sleazy, the like almost porn type of thing, but very, tinged with erotic sequences. Let's say that. So Showgirls is definitely that. Is a story of a young woman who dreams of going to be a showgirl in Las Vegas, and it is her story. It has Gina Gershon in it. It's got a great cast, and this presentation has some things going for it. It's a new 4K presentation. The 4K region-free DVD and a region A, or a region-free 4K and a region A Blu-ray. Let's see. It comes with a 40-page perfect bound book. Now, perfect bound books are like what you get in Arrow Video packages. They do them in Vinegar Syndrome too, and that'll be full of essays and that kind of thing. I love those. Reversible sleeve on the inside, and it says the complete extras are TBA. They'll be announcing those sometime between now and the actual halfway to Black Friday sale. So I trust Vinegar Syndrome. When they say something like that, that means they're working on a big extras package. And the Scream Factory has done the same thing with their early announcements, their pre-orders. They'll put stuff up. Like I remember when the Child's Play movies 4Ks first went up, they just put extras coming soon, that kind of thing. So I'm okay with that. What's up? What's up? What's up, Kai? Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for joining. We're talking about Vinegar Syndrome right now, but we are going to be talking about the other sales. There's actually quite a few choices of sales right now. And then the Black Friday flash sale just ended. I was tempted. I think for me, the shipping cost from Criterion is always a hindrance, because if I only wanted one or two titles, it seemed like it was going to be high. So I decided to wait. I didn't partake in the Criterion sale. I decided to wait till July to partake in the Barnes & Noble sale, because I can do that in person and just pay the tax and not have to pay the shipping at all. All right, so what else did they announce? Well, of course, they have a bundle where you can get everything that they announced, and that's expensive. The other one is a movie called A Blade in the Dark. Now, I don't know anything about A Blade in the Dark. I may have seen it. And didn't know. It's an Italian film, so the naming lots of times is different depending on what version. This one, they are only allowing 2 per customer. So they're trying to keep people from buying them up and scalping them, because there's a very limited number on these. Let's see. The thing that draws me to this movie and makes me consider, well, I'm trying to find it, you guys. That makes me want to get this one is the director. I think it was Lamberto Bava that directed this one. Considered by many as director, yes, Lamberto Bava's finest giallo, A Blade in the Dark from 1983, was notoriously deemed too violent by the Italian TV producers who financed it, resulting in its transition to a theatrical release. After years of work, Vinegar Syndrome finally presents its World 4K UHD debut, exclusively scanned and restored by Vinegar Syndrome from a Super 16 cinema camera negative. This is going to be gorgeous, you guys. And don't be fooled. We've had this discussion before, especially over on my YouTube channel, but 16 millimeter film can give you a 4K result. You can get a beautiful 4K result because technically, it done well, a 35 millimeter film print should be able to give you up to 8K. So 16, Super 16, if the print is in good shape and they take their time with the scan, it should be they should be able to get a nice 4K. What's up, Happy Sanjos? Good to see you. Thank you for joining the conversation. We're talking about all the sales going on right now. That is the other one that I'm really interested in. Because I like Lamberto Bava. I mean, this is a giallo, but his giallo is a lot more, I guess, kind of B grade giallo compared to Argento. If Argento's premium giallo films like Deep Red are gallery quality, then Lamberto Bava's giallos are like Walmart quality, and there's something to be said for that. And I like both Lamberto and Mario Bava. I like the father and the son. So this one is on my potential list to pick up this weekend to get the pre-order, because right now for this weekend it is $34.99. It is a little misleading because they show you $34.99 is what the discount is. It's $59.98 is MSRP, but they never charge $59.98. They would never charge MSRP. So if it's $34.99, I'm going to say it's probably $39.99 is what it'll be at regular price. So it's not a huge savings. I don't foresee this going higher than that. This is a 4K. It's a very beautiful presentation once again. But I would bet you're only saving maybe could be $42.99. Some of their 4Ks go for $42 depending on the package. So it might be a reasonable savings. What's up, you guys? Thank you for joining. Also tonight, you guys, I will be back live again tonight at 8 o'clock CST, but I'm coming on live with Jason Frakering and Nerdy Dustin, two other physical media collectors and film people here on TikTok, and we're going to be talking. Oh, and AV Collecting is also joining. So we're going to have a big film talk. We're going to talk about movies. We're going to talk about B movies. We're going to do physical media stuff, all kinds of this. So be sure and join tonight at 8 o'clock CST if you can. And you can jump on that from my page here or from theirs. You guys check out this coffee mug. I love this thing. It's so cool. All right. So there's some other releases that I'm less confident in from Vinegar Syndrome. There's another one that I'm not going to talk too much about because I have no hype for it. I feel like this is more of an SOV type of thing. You can tell me if you know better. It's called The Boogeyman. That one is going for $34.99. It is going to showing that its retail is $52.98. And like I said, there's no way that's going to be $52.98. It is also a 4K though, so it could be anywhere from $36.99 to $42.99. So you might be saving $2 to like $8 by ordering it early. The big thing for ordering early though isn't necessarily just a savings; it's the early shipping. It's the early shipping, because you do get stuff shipped to you a whole lot sooner if you do their Vinegar Syndrome's pre-orders. All right, so let's move on because there's some other cool things that I'd like to talk about. Let me just pull the screen down because there's some other sort of more mainstream type of sales that I think you guys will be interested in. But this company that I'm going to talk about now, I think a lot of people don't talk about them enough. And they're really missing out. And it is Powerhouse Films. Do you guys know about Powerhouse Films? Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you guys have ever bought anything from Powerhouse. And if you want, I can show you some stuff. I can pull some things off my shelf and show you from Powerhouse. Their stuff is really cool. They are a studio, a parent studio, kind of like how MVD is the domestic main distributor for a lot of companies like Blue Underground and Arrow Video and that kind of thing. Powerhouse, most notably, other than their own releases, distributes Indicator. Indicator, I think, is a company that I think a lot of you may have heard of, or at least be somewhat more familiar with, right? They are having a killer sale right now on the Powerhouse website. This is better than any domestic sales happening right now. It's powerhousefilms.co.uk. So you have to do a couple of things. You're going to have to pay some shipping. So don't do this unless you're going to buy at least 3 titles. If you buy 3 titles, I think you'll see the benefit because the shipping is not that bad. Now, the other thing is you need to look title per title and make sure that they're all region, unless you have a region-free player. I have a region-free player, so I don't care, Blu-ray player, but a lot of these, most of the titles coming from Indicator that I have ordered, well, I think everything I've ordered from Indicator thus far has been all region, even if it says region B. So you should be safe to do it, but that enter at your own risk, I have okay, so Indicator is a boutique label along the lines of Arrow Video, but they tend to do things that are a little more prestige type of art house titles. So I've kind of gone through the sale. There's 7 pages of movies that are on sale. I've gone through and picked out the ones I think are more appropriate for the mainstream audience. They have a lot of UK titles, like a lot of movies that I'm not even familiar with that are UK releases. And they have several releases that are available here from other labels. And if it's available here with pretty much the same extras, then I would just get it from here. But they have some stuff, some movies that are American movies that we don't have good versions of. One of the movies I'm going to talk about, there is a release of it here, but it's a crappy release. So I am going to get it. In fact, maybe what I'll do is just open up my cart and talk to you about it. What's up, Kara? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the chat. We're talking about a lot of the physical media sales that are popping up. If you've got questions about movies or whatever, feel free to hit me in the comments there, and I'll answer those too. This is not limited to one subject. I'm just talking about the sales while you guys are popping into the stream. All right, so let's see. What's up, John? You're waiting for Indicator's upcoming Cold Eyes of Fear. Highly recommended. Very excellent Italian giallo film. I'll look it up. I don't know that one. And then Austin says, I've heard of Indicator. Okay, well, good. I'm glad, because if you haven't jumped into Indicator, you should. Right, Silver Bullet, you are in the UK, so you can. Is there a place in the UK that sells Indicator off the shelf? Like, can you walk into a store and buy any Indicator titles from a local place there? I'd be curious to know. So I would think domestically, the most popular title that Powerhouse has put out is Gaspar Noé's Irreversible. They put out a very beautiful hardbox release of Irreversible. It was super limited, but I think you can kind of still find it out there. You said, I'm sorry, John, I missed this earlier. You said you watched Showgirls, first watched that on Laserdisc. Wow. When it first came out. Critics say actually it's an okay movie, even though the critics hate it. I think it's a fun movie. It is a big budget B movie, and that's okay by me. That's totally fine by me. Let's see. All right, so Powerhouse. Let's take a look. So yeah, so there's a lot of things in here. Let me go to my cart, and I'll just actually, you know what? There's a couple things that I already own that I didn't make note of because I already own them. The first one I want to talk about is they have Body Double. So there's 2 things happening with this sale. Number one, there are a lot of, movies that are $5.99. Domestically, that translates to about $8.20 right now, 8 in that neighborhood, $8.30. So any of these premium release Blu-rays, you're gonna be able to get for $8.30. So keep up with it though, you're gonna have to do those conversions. You can do it through Google. So they're already that price, but on top of that, they have a 3 for 15, which works out again to about $8.30 or $8.50. I mean 18, I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's about 18.50, and you get 3 of these premium movies. Most of the time on an Arrow sale, you would only get 1 for that price. So this is a killer sale. So Um, so I wanted to talk about Body Double. Body Double is a Brian De Palma movie, and I've kind of been on this De Palma kick since getting Blowout on 4K from Criterion, and then getting Carrie on 4K Steelbook from Scream Factory. So I'm just kind of in this mood to acquire and watch more De Palma films. I want to get Dressed to Kill from Kino, but I'm waiting because I know there's a Kino Lorber sale around the corner. I just feel it in my bones. I feel it in my bones that it's coming. So I'm holding out for that because they have Dressed to Kill on 4K, which is great. And then I'd like to get Snake Eyes too, and I'm not sure. I feel like someone put that out not long ago. It might have been Kino also. I need to look into that a little bit more. But anyway, Dress to Kill is $5.99 in the UK right now on this sale. Again, $8.20 converted. Let's see, Brian De Palma, Modern Master. Looking at the extras, Brian De Palma, Modern Master invites you to witness a seduction, a mystery, and a murder. So the movie features a 4K restoration. It is a sort of a mystery noir, a little erotic mystery noir kind of thing going on. Very De Palma has a very specific visual style, especially in this era. He does a lot of split screen stuff, very specific in how he lights things. Let's see, original stereo audio, alternate 5.1 soundtrack. Let's see, Craig Wasson interview. This is from 1984. That's only 8 minutes, so it's an archival. It's an NBC interview that was conducted by Bobby Wygant. Pure Cinema was from 2015. It's 38 minutes. This is the part of the extras that I'm really interested in. Extensive interviews with first assistant director. Um, what is his name? Joe. How do you say that? Napolitano. The Seduction, which is from 2002. It's 17 minutes, and this is De Palma discussing the first treatment of the movie. So this is him talking about the first sort of treatment that he had for the story, which I think is amazing. I like this sort of deep dive into filmmaking. Um, let's see. Then the setup is from 2002. It's 17 minutes, and this is an examination of the plot. Now, this is going to be one of those kind of visual essays, and I like those too. The Mystery from 2002 is 17 minutes. It has features Melanie Griffith, who is the star of this movie, discussing her nude scenes and De Palma's shyness making the movie during those sequences. Very interested in that. The Controversy is from 2002, and this focuses on the cast and crew reacting to the critical response to the movie. There is a ton of extras, you guys. There's an image gallery. There's the original theatrical trailer is here, and then it says there's new and improved subtitles for the deaf and hearing impaired. It is a wonderful film, and for this quality at $5.99, $8.20 our price. You kidding me? You kidding me? This is a no brainer. I'm not going to go that deep into each one of these movies because I will be here all night. But let's see his. Okay, so let's see. Favorite De Palma movie is Phantom of Paradise, Blowout, Scarface, and Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible is a great one too. People sleep on Mission Impossible, but that is a generally really good franchise outside of one film. And his installment that started it all is really good. It's nice they have the original stereo. Yes, I agree. I like having the original stereo mix. Casualty of War is another great De Palma film. I haven't thought about that movie in years. That is a good suggestion. Uh, Let's see, one of, best director's first De Palma film was Dressed to Kill. Watch it on cinema watched it on cinema when it came out. Cool. Dressed to Kill is a good one. If you've ever seen RoboCop, you'll recognize somebody in Dressed to Kill. Thank you for sharing the live. It really helps. I really appreciate it, Joe. Welcome, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Hit the like button, you guys. Hit the like button if you can. Get the word out about the live. We're talking about the Powerhouse Indicator sale that's going on right now. This honestly was my most this movie, the Body Double, is the movie that got me to spend some money because I want this one. And then it's like, you know, if I'm going to buy one, if I buy three, then I get them for 15. You know, then if I buy six, then it makes it worth the shipping cost. So I'm thinking about this one. If you guys know this movie, it is a Charles Bronson movie called Breakout. I have ordered the Death Wish 2 4K from Vinegar Syndrome. I have Death Wish. I'm going to get Death Wish 1 from Kino Lorber when they do their sale. Like I said, I smell it. It's coming. It'll be here before you know it. So I'm kind of just into this Charles Bronson thing, this old school 70s and 80s action. So this movie, it's called Breakout. It's on my radar. I don't know anything about it though. It'll be a blind buy. But again, $5.99, $8.20, or if we buy three, which we are, then we get it. And this is the limited edition release. The limited edition's out of print. This is standard release. That's what I thought because the artwork looks like a standard release, and that's fine. For the price, it's standard release is fine. Inspired by real events, this tense adventure thriller cast Bronson as a tough mercenary, of course, a mercenary pilot hired to fly into Mexico on a rescue mission, only to discover the real plan is to break a wealthy convict from a notorious prison. His co-starring is real life wife Jill Ireland, and he did a handful of movies with Jill Ireland in the late 70s and 80s. Also features Randy Quaid, John Huston, and the ever exceptional Robert Duvall. It's a killer cast, you guys. So this will be a blind pickup if I were to do this. What does it have for extras? Has the original mono audio, high def remaster, which means this was probably a 2K scan. There is an audio commentary with film historian Paul Tibbett. Let's see. Filming Breakout is 1974. It's 6 minutes on location. Done for French television. So if there's a version of this movie domestically, we might not even get this extra. Let's see. Super 8 version. Whoa. Original cut down home cinema presentation with unique narration. Fascinating. I love that stuff. There's original trailer, there's TV spots, radio spots, image gallery, and new and improved English subtitles, blah, blah, blah. Looks cool. Sounds like a fun plot. It's got a great cast. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Has anybody seen this movie in either of the chats that I've got going right now? Because I haven't seen it. Like I said, would be a cold buy. Let's see what we got happening. Should watch Stone Killer. Missed that one. Also a Michael Winner movie. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, Breakout is a great film. Watched that one on TV in the 70s. All right. All right. Everybody's saying Breakout. Oh, okay. That's John. Yeah, I think you're yeah, Breakout is a great film. Watch that. Yeah, it got posted twice. There's a Killer Bronson movie called The Stone Killer. Now I see. Nancy Allen is in RoboCop. She was also in Blowout. Yeah, she was in a few De Palma films in the 80s. Yeah, Nancy Allen. Yeah, MI2 is to me the shit movie of the MI franchise. Body Double has an awesome VHS cover. I bet it does. All right, so I think I'm caught up there. Let me look in the other chat and see if we're missing anything here. You guys hit the like button. Hit the like button over hit both platforms. Hit the like button, please. It helps get the word out. All right. I think I'm taking too long. I've got to pick up the pace here a little bit. because I do have from the indicator sale, I have picked out 6 or 7 films, 6 or 7. Um, and there's some stuff in here that I didn't pick out specifically, like, for example, Christine, because like I said, we have a really good domestic release of Christine. They have some great box sets too that are on sale right now. The Columbia Noir Collection number 5, it's Humphrey Bogart. If you're into the really classic stuff, those are on good sales right now. Um, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm skipping a lot of things. If you look at the YouTube channel, I'm sliding past a lot of movies because they're either UK movies or we have domestic versions. Okay, here's one that I've been wanting for a long time, you guys. I've never seen it. It's called The Eyes of Laura Mars. It's part of the 3 for 15 sale. The movie comes with a high def remaster. It has the original mono audio, has an audio commentary with director Irving Kershner. There is The Eyes Have It. It's a 14-minute appreciation by critic Kat Ellinger. Kat Ellinger is a brilliant film critic. So this will be a visual essay. Visions. This is from 1978. It's only 7 minutes, but it's an original making of documentary from the 70s. Are you kidding me? Eyes of Laura Mars. This is 8 minutes. It's an on-set photography with commentary. So this is probably just a photo gallery commentary. There's a theatrical trailer. David Ducati trailer commentary. Of course, it's 4 minutes. Short critical appreciation. It's kind of another visual thing. There's an image gallery with onset photos, and then of course they always got to pump their new subs. So this movie, I have never seen it. Irving Kershner's stylish, violent cult thriller from an original screenplay by John Carpenter, and that's why I want it. This is something written by John Carpenter that he didn't direct. Stars iconic Faye Dunaway as glamorous fashion photographer Laura Mars, who begins to experience horrific visions when she sees, in air quotes, a series of brutal murders as they happen. I have always wanted to add this to my John Carpenter collection and just to see the movie. And this is as cheap as it's ever going to get. So that's recommended. That's on the sale here. Um, let's see. Moving on here, let's see what else we can see. See, they have a version of Happy Birthday to Me. We've got a couple of options for that domestically. Speaking of John Carpenter, they have Ghosts of Mars. Okay, Ghosts of Mars is not a good movie. Ghosts of Mars is definitely a bad B movie, but I kind of love it for that. Ice Cube makes me laugh in this movie quite a bit. So, um, for $6, $8.20, I think I need to get this one. What do we have for extras? They have a 5.1 surround track, alternate stereo audio, audio commentary with director John Carpenter, uh, and actor Natasha Henstridge. Natasha Henstridge and Ice Cube and Jason Statham are all in this movie. There's a Guardian interview, and I bet we don't get that on any domestic version. It's with John Carpenter. Part 2 from 84 to 94. It's 41 minutes. The director discusses his career with Nigel Floyd at the National Film Theater. So this is 2 parts. I think these are audio only. So I would just put these in while I was doing something around the room here. There's a video diary that's called Red Desert Nights. It's Making Ghosts of Mars from 2001, 17 minutes. Location documentary exploring various aspects of the production. So back in those days, the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, these kinds of documentaries were better than they are now. You actually get more on-set stuff. Nowadays, it's all just sound bites. Scoring Ghosts of Mars from 2001, it's 6 minutes behind the scenes footage of John Carpenter, Steve Vai, Buckethead, and members of Anthrax during the recording sessions for the film. That is fantastic. There's a special effects thing, there's concept art, the original trailer. So this is cool. Recommended. Bad movie though. Ice Cube really makes me laugh in the movie though, so I'm here for it. I really kind of love it for that, and I feel like it's a movie that kind of could have been good if a little bit more work had been put into it in some way. Alright, so I have this one, but I'm recommending it. It's a Paul Schrader movie called Hardcore. It stars George C. Scott. It is on the sale. Basically, George C. Scott is a preacher. His daughter leaves to go to the big city to make her life, and she ends up becoming a drug addicted porn star, and he goes to the city to find her. So it's very grindhousey, but it's Paul Schrader, so there's a lot of things happening. A lot of people find flaws in the movie, and there are flaws. It's not a perfect movie by any means, but George C. Scott is so good in it. Um, it's a standard edition, but there's a lot of special features. The 4K restoration is a Blu-ray, but it's scanned in 4K, which is great. The original mono audio. There's a Guardian interview, which I would wager. I think these Guardian interviews that were recorded at the National Film Theater are all audio only, I believe. Shooting Hardcore from 2004 is 9 minutes. It's an interview with the director of photography, Michael Chapman. Hardcore uh, niche something, whatever. It's 22 minutes, and that's a new documentary about the uniquely talented composer with contributions from William Friedkin, Milos Forman, and Ry Cooder, and others. So there's an image gallery. There's an isolated score, so you can listen to the score on its own. There's original theatrical trailer. So pretty cool. It's a I have this one. I've had it for a while. It's a cool movie. It's recommended. All right, let me take a look at the chat, make sure I'm not missing stuff. Thank you for sharing the lives, you guys. Thank you for sharing the lives. I really appreciate that. Okay, so you have the Hardcore Indicator Blu-ray. Bought it several years ago. Also watched it on TV in the early '80s. I actually found that Blu-ray at a Half Price Books when I was in Austin, Texas. So I was happy. I've been wanting it for a long time. Saw the movie on TV also when I was a kid. So you think those features were on the DVD? Okay, of the Ghosts of Mars. It probably were. They probably were because they're from the early 2000s. Glad Indicator used the theatrical for Ghosts of Mars. Sony DVD cover is terrible. Yeah, the Indicator artwork tends to be pretty good most of the time. All right, let's see what else we've got here. And they've got some of their merch there if you want merch. I'm usually not too much into that. They do have a version of Maniac for cheap. It'd be $8 and something. I recommend in this case the Blue Underground release, but hey, to each his own. Sometimes price matters. A lot of classic old school movies here. More merch. There's a lot here, you guys, and I'm just like I said, I'm just going over the ones that stand out to me. I advise taking a look because this sale is incredible. But like I said, and if my cart, like I filled my cart on my phone, if it shows up here on the computer, then we'll take a look at what the shipping would be, so I can give you an idea. I'm just scrolling through trying to find. Um, there's so many. This is actually an incredible sale. Okay, here's the other one. This is another domestic film. I don't think we have a good version of. It is The China Syndrome. Um, let's see. It's directed by James Bridges from 1979. Again, there's a lot on here um, about the standard edition. I'll tell you what the movie is about. When a reporter and cameraman are assigned to cover the daily routine of a nuclear power plant. Nuclear, not nuclear. That's how you say it, not nuclear. Um, um, let's see. Plant. They witness and record an accident which could have wiped out the whole of Southern California, but their bosses refuse to broadcast the footage. It stars Jane Fonda, um, Jack Lemmon, Michael Douglas. Um, this daring, controversial thriller was nominated for 4 Academy Awards and proved to be horrifyingly uh, prescient when the real life 3 Mile Island accident happened at a nuclear generator in Pennsylvania just 12 days after it was released in the US cinemas. Wow. All right, high def transfer, of course. Um, Original mono, alternate 5.1. The There is a John Player lecture with Jack Lemmon and recorded in '73. It's 80 minutes. Archival audio. This is another one of those National Film Theater recordings, but I love to hear Jack Lemmon talk. That would be great. Assessing the Fallout was from 2018. It's 18 minutes. And it's a professor breaking down, I guess, the events from the movie. A Fusion of Talent is 28 minutes and it was taken in '99. It's a documentary about the making of the film, featuring interviews with the cast and crew. That was probably on a previous release. Creating a Controversy was also from '99. It's 30 minutes and it's a look at the film's impact and the real life events which occurred just after its release. That's fascinating. Love to see that deleted scenes and theatrical trailer. Recommended. I've seen this movie a long time ago. I think I saw it in film school, actually. All right, let me check the chats real quick, you guys. Make sure you guys. Um, what's if you link user 342376? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the conversation. We're talking about the sales that are happening all over the internet right now. Let me catch up with you guys over on the tube. You never saw Showgirls? Oh, well, you need to correct that. Do it with cocktails. Damn, look at young Michael Douglas. Yep, he was very young in that movie. Um, Archive guy? The original Maniac? Yeah, it was the original Maniac. Like I said, I recommend the Blue Underground. Films at Home did a big interview with the Vinegar Syndrome. Oh, Archivist. Okay, cool. You got yeah, I got a bargain at Half Price Books. I sure did. Getting that, getting that movie there. Although Half Price Books isn't always as cheap as you think. Not in my experience. Not in my experience. All right, I think I'm caught up. Oh, you've seen Showgirls. Oh, okay. Austin said you've seen Showgirls. Okay, good, because that's an experience. It is completely ridiculous. What's happening? Why link? What's up, Jay Walsh? What's up? I'm just looking at the sales. I'm going through the indicator sale right now, looking at some of the movies, making some recommendations. Because this sale is incredible. This is a wonderful sale from Indicator. All right, so yeah, there's some more British movies, some more movies we have nice editions of here. Scrolling through The Legacy, that one is only six. Well, I guess it's euros or pounds or whatever. I get confused. That's why I use Google to do the translations for me because I don't know which it is. Um, let's see. People Next Door. I don't know that one. Um, all right. Go on to the next page. Not saying there's nothing good there. There's good stuff. It's just not on my radar. What is The Stranglers? That one I don't know. All right. Sorry for the quiet, you guys. I'm just looking. John Carpenter's Vampires is here for really cheap. A little James Woods, John Bon Jovi situation. But we do have that one, I think, from Scream Factory domestically. So you can always do that instead of bringing this one over from the UK. Wolf. Do we have a good version of Wolf released in the United States? Came out in this was released in uh, it's a Mike Nichols movie from '94. This is a 2020 release, so it's a fairly recent release. Um, let's see, thrilling modern day werewolf movie features Michelle Pfeiffer and Jack Nicholson. That should be enough. Extras include 5.1 surround track, alternate stereo audio, The Beast Inside, which is a creating wolf done documentary done in 2017. It's 54 minutes, so it's essentially feature length, covering the special effects. Let's see. Never before seen archival interviews with actors Michelle Pfeiffer, James Spader, and Kate Nelligan? Oh, is it James Spader? I said Jack Nicholson. Um, Never before seen archival interviews with director Mike Nichols, producer Douglas Wick, and writer Jim Harrison. Never before seen archival interviews with SFX master Rick Baker. There's a B-roll footage. There's original theatrical trailer. There's an image gallery. Very nice release. I didn't put this one in my cart, but I should. I should. All right, so we missed a few somewhere. I'm gonna see if my cart shows up over here. No, I didn't think so. I don't think so. It's only on my phone. Um, let's see. Let me check the chat before I go back 'cause I want to show you guys some of the ones that we missed here. Um, yeah, Scream Factory put out Vampires. Yeah, that's why I was saying that. I think you could probably get that here. The Sinbad trilogy. Yeah, yeah, if that's your jam. Yeah, they have a nice release of it, and I don't know if we have that domestically. Excited about Oppenheimer? Yeah, me too. I couldn't tell you about the legacy. I haven't seen it. I know about the movie, haven't seen it. It name only direct DVD sequel to Showgirls. Yeah, yeah, it was done by Rena Riffel, who was actually in Showgirls for a very small amount of time. I did an interview with her about it. All right. So there's one or two movies in here I really wanted to make sure you guys see, and I skipped right over them. Now, also, what might be happening here too is things do sell out when they do these sales, and it could just be disappearing. So that'll be one thing I will say to you is don't if there's stuff here you wanna get, don't sit on it for too long because I don't know if they pull them off the list or if they just mark them sold out. Yeah, because I don't see oh, there it is. I wanted to highlight this movie in particular. This is called Road Games. There is a domestic Scream Factory release of Road Games, but I think it's out of print now, and it doesn't matter because this is a better release of the movie than what Scream Factory put out. I have the hardbox edition. This is the standard edition. That's fine. So it's a Stacy Keach movie. He did you would know him if you saw him. He's a character actor. I think he did an old TV show called Crime Story, kind of a gangster type of show, and I think and he's been in like I can see his face, but I can tell you a movie that I know everybody would be into. Anyway, basically, he's a truck driver. It's an Australian film. He's a driver uh, driving across what amounts to be a pretty desolate area. He picks up Jamie Lee Curtis at one point as a hitchhiker, and it ends up sort of being a noirish kind of crime thriller because he's chasing a killer. This movie has all the vibes. It has all the Hitchcock vibes in particular. So I love my release of it, and I recommend. It's directed by Richard Franklin. See, the movie was originally made in 1981. This is a 2021 release. It's fairly recent. It's a beautiful release. The transfer is gorgeous. There's plenty of extras on here. There's a lot of stuff. So outside of the brand new uh, 4K scan, has the original mono audio, has audio commentary with the director, audio commentary with the cinematographer, costume designer, um, and production secretary. All right, that's interesting. I haven't listened to that audio commentary with the writers. Um, Kangaroo Hitchcock from 2003. It's 20 minutes, an archival documentary on the making of the movie. Uh, Australian Long Haul. It's from 2019. It's 14 minutes. Stacy Keach reflects on the role. Very cool. I did watch that archival interview with Richard Franklin from '81. It's 26 minutes. There's an audio interviews with Richard Franklin. It's 22 minutes. Stacey Keach, which is 10 minutes, and stunt coordinator Grant Page, and that one's 33 minutes. Not Quite Hollywood interview excerpts. Now, I recommend that documentary, Not Quite Hollywood, if you can find it. It's very cool. It is about Australian grindhouse cinema, and it has a lot of great stuff in it. But these are some extra interviews from that documentary. And then Road Games, a lecture from 1980. It's 131 minutes. It's an archival recording of Franklin co-producer uh, Burby Taylor and composer Brian May. I watched a lot of or listened to a lot of this. I listened to a lot of this. It is a little dry, but there's a lot of really good stuff in there. Trouble Bound from 2020. That's 13 minutes, something new. It's an appreciation by film historian Neil Sinyard. That'll be an that'll be a video essay. Script read, audio recording of pre-production read through, featuring Franklin Keach and Marion Edward. And there's music demos. And his Ghost May Be Heard from 1973. It's a 15 minutes rare short film directed by Franklin. There's an original theatrical trailer and image gallery. So there's a lot of extras on this. This is a very good price. I paid substantially more for this movie than $8.20. So there you go. There you go. That's all I'm going to talk about there. I suggest you go and take a look at the indicator sale. My card is not here, but I think the way I had it worked out is with shipping, doing the doing 6 movies, it ends up being $8.50 or something like that per movie with shipping. So that's great. I am down for that. Let's see. Watching some of the Dentist special features. That's cool. I need to get that. That's Vestron Video, The Dentist. Also recommend Torture Garden on Blu-ray from Indicator. It's an excellent amicus horror, and I love horror anthologies, so I would be down. I would be down for that. I would be down for that. You guys are quiet over here in the TikTok land. I am watching your chats, so if you want to ask a question or talk about the sales, then let's do it. Let's do it. I have one more to show you guys, and it's the one I'm the least enthused about. It's the one I'm the least enthused about. Let me pull it up here so we can talk about it. All right. Here we go. And it is the Shout Factory is having a going out of print sale. So if you go to Google and just type in Shout Factory going out of print sale, you will see that link come up. And there's a lot of stuff. There's some great movies in here, but I have an issue with this sale. So the Captain's Collection is a documentary about all of the captains from the Star Trek movies. I'm pretty sure this movie is packaged in with one of the box sets, one of the Star Trek box sets. It's $59. You kidding me? You kidding me? Zombie Fight Club is $16. Streets of Fire limited edition is $23.97. The Digimon Adventures collection is whatever. I don't know anything about that. There's some anime. Dances with the Wolf Steelbook is $16. Grave of the Vampire is $20. Rock and Roll High School is $23.97. So do you see what the problem that I have with this sale is? It's not a sale. These are not good prices. These are standard what you would pay prices. Streets of Fire, love that movie. Let's see. Still waiting for Michael Mann's The Keep on Blu-ray. I don't think that's ever going to happen. I don't think The Keep is ever coming to Blu-ray. I think there's a problem with the source material and also a problem with the license. I got to see it in the theater at a repertory screening, maybe right before pandemic. And I'm glad I got to see it that way. Terror Train needs a 4K. I agree. Terror Train, there is a good release of Terror Train on Arrow Video, but it should get a 4K. I agree. It should. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe in this going if you really want one of these movies and you have to have the Shout Factory release, then I would say you buy this just because you want it, not because it's a sale. Because 'cause I'm looking at these prices, and these are not what I would call sale prices at all, and that's my problem with Scream Factory and Shout Factory, is their version of a sale is just, "Hey, take a look at what we've got," but it's the regular freaking price. Um, MST3K box set, $16, that one's okay, but it doesn't look like one of their big box sets. Yeah, I mean, there's like, Memphis is $20. Sergeant Bilko, it's a pretty big collection, it's $100. So this is not really a sale, it's just things that are going out of print, and here's my thing about things that are going out of print from Shout Factory. I feel like things that they let the rights slip on, someone else is gonna pick up. So I'm not willing to spend the money on it and the okay, what site am I on? So if you go alright, let me see if I could just tell you the site. For the Shout Factory out of print sale, is that what you want to know what site I'm on? Um, it is shoutfactory.com/collections/going dash out dash of dash print dash soon dash save dash while dash supplies dash last. I advise just going to Google and typing in Shout Factory going out of print sale, and it'll just the link will come up, and you can see it. So there are several things here. None of this stuff actually in their particular sale right now actually appeals to me, and even if it did, it would just be annoying because these are not sale prices. This is just, "Hey, yo, we're letting these things lapse, so if you want it, you should get it." Not gonna, you know, give you a discount or anything because we're a Shout Factory and we don't have sales because we suck. Um, Robzilla, so we've been on the Shout Factory sale. We are also on Vinegar Syndrome, taking a look at their flash sale, which is going on right now. And then we were also over on the Powerhouse Films website looking at the indicator sale because it's the sweet spot for sales right now. It is the jam. There are great movies there, and they are after conversion $8 and change a piece for most of them. There are some that are a little bit more expensive, and then those that are 8.20 each after conversion. I think they're 5.99 in the UK, and then, have to do the conversion. But they are also on top of the discounts having a 3 for 15 sale. That works out to $8 and about 18. Oh, I keep saying 8 for the 3. It works out to about 18.50 for 3 movies. And these indicator is easily along the lines of an Arrow Video as far as their releases. So, those are the sites we've been on. Hey, Ann, how you doing? How you doing? We're just talking about the movie sales. Going to John Wick tomorrow night, John Wick 4, so I can't speak on that one yet. Um, you guys, let's see. Shout Factory is hilarious. Yeah, there's something. Shout Factory sales suck. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You bought a bunch of Shout Factory going out of print in 2020 and um, got most of what you wanted. Yeah, I mean they're going out of print sale obviously changes depending on what's going out of print, but they don't give you any good prices. They suck. Um, Platoon also excellent. Platoon is in the Shout Factory going out of print sale, and I believe yes, it's a steel book. So it is, but I think that's the only way Shout Factory released this movie was in a steel book. So limited edition steel book. Isn't this a 4K also? Is this a 4K or is it just a blue? Yeah, brand new 4K restoration. 4K restoration. That means it's a blue. I thought they put this thing out in 4K though. That's why they're letting this is lapsing because there's a 4K. Although I hear the 4K, I don't have it yet, but I hear the 4K is trash. I hear it's a really not good transfer. So you may be fine with the Blu-ray on this one. All right. So you guys, if you're on TikTok, and I know you guys are on TikTok, but if you guys are on TikTok, join me tonight at 8 o'clock CST. I'll be on here with 3 other, film nerds talking about movies, talking about physical media. We'll probably talk a little bit about John Wick, spoiler free, because I haven't seen it yet. Blowout is a great film. Yes, Blowout is a great film. Finally watched Halloween Ends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But we'll be here, talking about movies, talking about our fantasy film ball game. If you don't know what fantasy film ball is, you should join us for that conversation tonight at 8 o'clock and find out because it's a very fun game for us movie nerds to play. Um, yeah, so we've been going for quite a bit. So I maybe want to bring this baby to an end. That's all the sales stuff that's happening right now. If you're going to choose anything, I'm going to say Showgirls on 4K from Vinegar Syndrome is a good choice, or anything you want from the Indicator sale. That sale is killer. It's killer. So I'll wrap it up for now. But thank you guys on both platforms for hanging with me. Thank you for the gifts and the likes over on TikTok and the likes here on uh, YouTube. And if you're not on those 2 platforms, if you're not following me on both, then jump on the other one and follow me because the content is a little different between the 2. So till next we meet, which is 8 o'clock CST tonight, pull something cool off your shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films and TV at home. See you guys soon.